up? Sam here. So this is the LaserPecker LP5 laser engraver. This is probably the most exciting tech product I've ever had in recent years. And believe me, as a tech reviewer, I experience a lot of electronic products each year. And this one tops many of them. So what I can do? Well, with the dual 20 watts fiber laser and 20 watts blue dye laser, it delivers stunning engravings that most other laser engravers can only wish to achieve. From dazzling color engraving to 3D grayscale embossing, deep metal engraving, and even metal cutting. The dual laser design works with almost every material: wood, acrylic, leather, all kinds of metals. You name it. Not only that, check this out. This is not fast speed post-editing or something. It is the real speed. The 10,000 millimeter per second speed is probably not the fastest I've ever seen, but it's likely the fastest, yet with the finest engraving results. Check the precision. Those are tiny letters, but I can read them crystal clear. Thanks to its original handheld portable design and innovative accessories, you can engrave even on the most intricate surfaces. This time, LaserPecker has introduced a new conical protective cover and especially the new safety enclosure. As LaserPecker told me, it is the only available unit as of now, meaning you cannot find in other reviews videos. Care to subscribe? I will talk about it in detail a few minutes later, all just to make your engraving as safe as possible, even for newbies using this machine for the first time. Below the LP5 unboxing a few days ago, in that video I included a detailed unboxing of the deluxe version, discussed what's new about the LP5, compare its design with its predecessor, the LP4, and walk you through the first engraving using USB mode. So in this video, I want to repeat what's done there. If you are interested in these details, just go check and watch it. Instead, in this video, I will review all the engraving capabilities I mentioned at the beginning to see how good they are. Along the way, I will talk about its software and the best settings for each engraving. And of course, at the end, I will discuss the parts I wish the LP5 could have improved. No product is perfect, right? And most importantly, my buying suggestion, whether you should get this LaserPecker or another brand. And yes, my exclusive $100 off code, only for viewers of this video like you, are in the description. Make sure to check it out. This is a long, informative, and detailed review. I've added the timestamps so you can either choose the part you want to watch or just watch the whole thing, which is good for me. Well, let's get started. Let's start with something new, the safety enclosure. We have an indicator right in the middle and top, as well as a physical key that offers space lifting, lowering, and camera functions. Yes, the enclosure comes with a camera, positioned in the middle of the inner top. Don't mind the exposed wires, this is a prototype and still in the early stages. Because of that, I cannot show much of the top inner side of the box, so please forgive me. However, I can show you the top outside. It's just a slot for you to seamlessly place the LP5 onto. By the way, to adjust the height of the base plate, simply press the arrows quickly. Each press lifts or lowers the base a bit. Press the button a bit longer to enter auto lifting or lowering mode. It's basically the same as how you would adjust using the electric stand for the LP5. Moving to the back, there are two USB-A ports and a power port. On the left side, there is a port for you to connect air purifier, which I will show you a bit later. Finally, there are the magnetic front and back doors. This front door fully complies with the EU regulations, filtering harmful laser emissions during engraving. Speaking of that, let's put the safety enclosure to use. Align the laser unit with the top slot and connect all the cables as I showed in the video. Finally, connect the enclosure to the power source. Disengage the safety lock, and as you can see, the lights inside the box will light up. Before we finally use it for engraving, I suggest you put a black paper onto the base plate, as it will reduce light reflection for clearer photo taking but inside the camera. Then scatter objects you want to engrave onto the paper. The best part of using this method for batch engraving is that you don't have to meticulously place the materials, because you can adjust the engravings on your computer later. Speaking of that, let's move to the desktop app of the LaserPecker. Here, the main interface, by refreshing the camera view, it will show you a picture of what's inside. Go to clipboard, and here I just use LaserPecker's logo as an example. Adjust the size to fit the material. You know what? There's a small fill feature. You just click Fill Now, and it automatically applies the adjusted image to the rest. This is so efficient and magical. Great for laser people like me. Of all the laser engravers I've reviewed, none can do that. The rest is pretty straightforward. You can adjust the parameters based on your material. You can just use the preset ones, but you can always tweak them a bit based on the results. Preview them, and finally, press the laser engraving button. And that's it. Oh gosh, you see that it engraves 3D scales at the same time. Fast and furious. And that's basically how you would use the safety enclosure. One thing you may have noticed is the smoke during the engraving, especially when engraving materials such as wood or leather. At this time, I would suggest connecting the external air purifier. LaserPecker said that as well, so definitely check it out. This is a must-have for those who work in a confined space. You can just connect it to the purifier, then it's just a suction power based on the smoke. As you can see, the smoke was pumped right into the purifier, providing clean environment. This is yet another compact, powerful, and practical accessory for engraving. Anyway, let's check out the result from the previous box camera engraving. As you can see, most of them look good. But I found that these scales farther from the center are slightly less ideal. This is very common with such camera laser engravers because the farther from the center, the more distorted the image becomes. So I recommend placing all items as close to the center as possible. The biggest issue is the margin of error. LaserPecker told me that the error range is within 1 mm. I tested this again, and after engraving, I immediately refreshed the camera to directly compare the preview image with the engraved result. You can see a slight misalignment. I didn't measure the exact error, but visually, the error in the center image is definitely within 1 mm and looks pretty good. The farther from the center, the larger the error, and the more noticeable the shadow becomes. So from my experience, if you need strict accuracy for engraving on super tiny objects, this might not be the best method, or at least you need to constantly adjust to get the best print. However, for most normal objects like wood blocks, coasters, or stone slabs, it would be no problem at all. And speaking of these materials for engraving, why not engrave something cool, like that captivating, unique 3D embossed engraving? Well, the first thing everybody runs into is how to generate the correct file for 3D grayscale embossing. This is not an easy task. Just check out how many people have watched that 3D engraving tutorial on the Lightburn YouTube channel. Oh, by the way, the LP5 supports Lightburn software as well, so experienced creators should be really happy. Still, judging from the comments under the video, it seems many people are still confused about generating appropriate files. So, how is it for LaserPecker? As a matter of fact, LaserPecker offers some files for 3D embossing engraving. Import the file into the LaserPecker app, and on Edit, use Magic Eraser to get rid of black border. Adjust the size to fit your cone. Align the center, go to Effect, and choose Relief. There are two types here. One is Sunken Relief, which carves into the material, and the other is Relief, which floats the image, as the picture suggests. You can click Arrange to review the engraving process of the image. Go to Laser Settings, usually choose 2K resolution, set depth to 60%, and plate height to 0.01. Finally, export it to an LPB file to save it to the USB drive that comes with the package, making sure to save it under the LaserPecker file folder. Then plug the USB drive into the LP5 USB drive port. Back to the app, click USB to import the file we just saved. Preview it and adjust the cone to ensure it engraves in the middle. After that, start engraving. Here are a few tips for 3D embossing engraving. It normally takes several hours to finish one, so you can just stay away while it works. No worries about it getting disconnected from your computer or something. I just shut down the computer, and it won't affect the engraving in any way because the file is on the USB in the LP5. Another reason is that because of the powerful laser, you'll find metal dust flying around. So it's suggested to use a mini fan to blow the dust away. Don't breathe it in, it's harmful. When it's finished, here comes the most important trick. Set a 35 by 35 mm circle. Then use 100% power, 1% depth, 30 frequency, 2K resolution, and engrave 5 times. Look at it. It's like giving the final product a bath and polish. Furthermore, deep engraving can also be achieved. It can reach a depth of 8 mm when engraving on a stone slab. Check it out. Super cool. This time, the LP5's cutting ability has greatly improved. It can cut through a 0.2 mm thick aluminum cord in one pass, and can cut up to a 0.5 mm thick copper sheet in multiple passes without causing any distortion. For basswood, that can be 20 mm thick. With such strong cutting capabilities, it is an excellent choice for small workshops or hobbyists. Another reason I strongly recommend LP5, which I haven't even mentioned yet, is its extremely user-friendly mobile app. In all the laser engravers I've tested, LaserPecker's mobile app is simply the best, bar none. It's not only rich in features, but also has clear and intuitive interface. And now in this video, let's explore the new features. First, there's a USB drive mode engraving. Go to User, click on Files in USB, and you will see all the files stored there. Choose the one you want to engrave. I've covered this extensively in my previous unboxing video. You can check it out if you are interested in learning more. Secondly, there's material testing. Go to Settings, Experimental, scroll down a bit, and enable Activate the single element engraving parameter and activate single element transfer engraving. Then return to the main interface and swipe left to find the material test option. Use this method to test the material you plan to engrave to ensure optimal results. For example, here I demonstrated color engraving on stainless steel material. After numerous tests, I found that under these parameters, engraving on stainless steel yields the widest range of colors. You can use this as a reference. Detail settings are shown on the screen. Please note, I don't use 100% maximum power or 10% minimum power for testing. And these settings can result in all black squares or engraving failures. Therefore, the settings I provide are the best choice after thorough testing. I use these results to engrave a colorful lion head. What do you think of my skills, everyone? Amazing, isn't it? But seriously, everyone loves personalized gifts these days. In fact, there are many small businesses or individuals doing this kind of work and making quite a bit of money. If my YouTube career ever fails, I might just take up this gig to make some extra cash. Jokes aside, another feature that's incredibly helpful for small businesses doing custom work is batch engraving. I mentioned batch engraving when talking about the safety enclosure before. This is a different type of batch engraving. What I want to talk about is variable engraving. The app offers a variable text, a variable QR, and a variable barcode. Let me take the text as an example. Click Add, choose Date, and it will automatically show the current date. Add time, and then Confirm. Preview the engraving, press Next until you come to the final page, and confirm the engraving. You will get the date and time you just chose. If you want to print the next specific time, just wait until it automatically updates, and then print. You don't have to do anything. The same applies to variable QR. You can input whatever you want and combine elements, such as a serial number. Check out all the settings for serial number. Everything you can think of is there. I'm not going to click through every setting, this is already a super long video. Unless you want to be here all day. I just set it to add one increment after each engraving and let it work. You see, I engraved 3 in a row. Let's scan them to see the results. Yes, that's correct. Samiluo 1, Samiluo 2, and Samiluo 3. The truly jaw-dropping batch engraving feature, I guess, is that it allows you to import an Excel file directly for engraving, making it particularly suitable for those who need to customize codes without specific rules. For example, if there are 100 different names, you can input them into an Excel document, then import the file into the app, secure the materials with a fixed clamp, engrave them one by one, and swap materials as needed. No manual input or additional setup is required. Simply click to start. This type of engraving is very user-friendly for those who need to record variable values. There's no need to manually change anything, and the software automatically updates the values for the next print after one is completed. Well, all you need to do is just press the laser engraving button, and it couldn't be more convenient. And that's basically some of the new features added to the LaserPecker phone app. I guess there are more still under development, but I think I will leave it to you to explore further. For the engraving methods, like using the rotary extension to engrave rings or cups, or using the slide extension to engrave large pictures, the largest image size the LP5 supports is 160 by 300 mm. This is good for a moderately sized picture that can fit on your desk. I won't talk too much about this as I mentioned them in my previous LaserPecker 4 review videos. Check them out if you are interested, or just go to LaserPecker's official YouTube channel to learn more. Now, let's wrap up my conclusion here. Alright, I know this whole video might sound like I'm just praising the product, and because I genuinely like it a lot. But you might still want to know its downsides. There are indeed a few. Firstly, there's the noise. It feels a bit louder compared to the previous generation, but consider this machine's effort to dissipate heat from its compact body during operation. After all, it's a 20-watt dual laser. If you look at other brands with similar power, they typically separate the laser transmitters, which make them less portable. In contrast, the LP5 integrates everything into one compact unit. The last downside I can think of is the software issues. Although I like it very much, it's not perfect. Sometimes I experience bugs like untranslated Chinese here and there, or poorly aligned fonts. Though it doesn't really affect usability, it does feel a bit rushed. Of course, I completely understand that the app I'm using is a beta version, so I'm confident that I have it fixed by the time you get yours. Other than these points, I have almost nothing else to complain about. For a laser engraver with such powerful specs and performance, it has reached the pinnacle of portable laser engraving machines. No other brand can currently match it. 3D relief, deeper engraving, color printing, jaw-dropping variable engraving, and the ability to handle almost any common material you can think of. This machine not only does it well, but also does it fast. More importantly, it's safe to use with the conical protective cover, especially with the newly developed safety enclosure that seals all engravings for absolute safety. Finally, I have to mention the price. By the time you see this video, you know the price. Although it must still be a bit expensive for many, you'll find that even single 20 watts fiber laser engravers are sold at this price or higher. Not to mention, this is a dual 20 watts blue and fiber laser engraver. So no matter what you need to engrave, getting this LP5 is enough. Therefore, I think this is definitely a machine worth considering, especially for advanced users and small businesses. Even for newcomers to laser engraving, if you have enough budget. This is the perfect choice because the software is so intuitive that there's basically zero learning curve. Just focus on creativity instead of spending a bunch of time learning how to use it. Oh, and I must mention my exclusive discount code. You can use the code samiluo to get an additional $100 off. This code is valid on all LaserPecker official websites in different countries. However, it's only valid for 1 month. So if you're interested, don't hesitate. I don't think you'll regret it. Thanks for watching. I'm Sammy. Will see you in the next one. Bye bye.